Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Titans. We are now on to episode 11, one episode away from the finale of finales, guys, and it's called Project Starfire. So, last episode, we had a lot of focus on Sebastian. He decided to detach from his mother and go his own way and follow his dream of becoming a programmer with the help of Connor. But we see that Connor apparently had some kind of plan that he wanted to put into action that was supposed to take Sebastian out. But then it turned out, I think it was to destroy the horn. I think it was to get Sebastian to trust him enough to leave the horn unattended and then try to destroy the horn. But that Connor very quickly discovered that his powers are useless against the horn. And so basically we see that his father's minion tried to say, look, the horn's indestructible. I can't find anything. You should probably back out. But Connor's like, no, I control him. I've got this. But unfortunately, Connor keeps forgetting that he's only been on this planet for like 5 seconds. And he really does not know Sebastian. Sebastian, he gets this game idea off the ground, but just before it launches, he gets all this negative talk that his mother gave him right before he decided to flame broil her. And he starts getting scared. He starts to think that if this fails, that his mother will be right about everything that she said. And of course, on a deeper level, all of his fears will actually be true. So he infuses the game with dark magic. And this dark magic actually ends up sending, I'm assuming, the energy or the souls of these people to Sebastian every time they play it. And it's actually taking lives. So once Connor realizes that this is what's happened, he realizes that, he really does not have any control over Sebastian, that he does not know the way this man thinks, and that he's really quite, well, let's face it, he's in over his head. All he can end up doing is helping the Titans stop the game from being spread across the world, because it's really the only thing they can do at that point. And we see that Sebastian kind of falls apart when this happens because he feels like he failed. Thankfully, he didn't catch on to the fact that Connor is the one that actually ended up sabotaging him. But at the same time, we had Rachel severing her dark connection with Sebastian. Like, obviously, they're still siblings, but apparently the dark magic that held them together through Trigon's blood was defeated by Dick. And so now she has to worry about if she has to attack him or they get into a battle. She no longer has to worry about if he gets hurt, she gets hurt. So that's a good thing for our team. And that's pretty much the main things that I remember from the last episode. But we're getting to the point, obviously, where we're going to have to... Oh, and then, of course, we ended the episode with Sebastian's mom sitting up in the morgue being like, you thought I'm a little crispy, but I'm still here. So she's clearly going to have some beef, possibly going to want to somehow force Sebastian into using the horn and maybe even get a little revenge. So with only 2 episodes left, I can't think we're going to get into anything too deep, but I'm very excited to see how we're going to wrap this all up. And with the title of this episode, I'm very excited because I hope that we're finally going to wrap up this whole mystery of what Corey's going to do, evolve into, what's happening with her body, her powers. Just lots of questions since episode 1. So, all right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode. But just before I do, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I do reactions to shows like this and many more, even though this one's coming to an end in a couple episodes here. I do a lot of other reactions to similar shows. So if you'd like to follow me, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you love this video, I'd appreciate it if you showed some love to the like button as well. It helps me out immensely. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now. Oh, what's up, Core? Where are you? Why do you look like you're floating? I mean, you can fly, but somehow we just never had you do that all 4 seasons. What's in there? It looks super inviting. But it looks like the color of her power, yeah. Actually, maybe touch it. I don't know. Well, maybe it's a representation of the power inside of her. But she's keeping a lid on for now.
Hey.
Find anything?
Oh, you got time for a cappuccino? World's only ending.
Sebastian's gone.
All those people down there. They don't know about horns or trigons or magical powers.
It's blissful, isn't it? Ignorance is great. So underrated.
If you could be anywhere else on Earth right now, where would you be?
Beach. Bali.
I don't know, here's pretty nice.
Ew. No imagination. Oh, unless you're talking about the company, in which case, do go on.
Yeah, here's pretty nice.
Okay, I guess that's what he meant. So y'all gonna talk or just... Okay.
Gotta get back.
Mm-hmm. How is it that Dick Grayson is ready to literally like drop trow and jump into any woman on any other season within like half a conversation, but with these two, 4 seasons and we can't even like get through full sentences. Okay.
Going somewhere?
Nope. You are.
Is that a
I need
suit?
you back and gone. Not doing him any good by being here.
Yeah.
The guy's name is Venta. He lives down
And
the
besides, you know, if the whole world ends, it's not going to matter much if he wakes up.
That's it? Get the information and report back.
That's it.
Is it ever that simple with Titans? Okay, go ahead, Tim. Find out.
Well, what about the suitcase?
I don't know. Open it.
Right? Like, I hate when people you give somebody a gift that's wrapped, and they're like, what is it? What? Open it! Like, if I didn't care, or if I wanted to know or just tell you, I wouldn't have bothered wrapping it. I would have just given it to you. It's a suit. It's a suit. That looks like a suitcase. Get it? A suitcase. It's a suitcase.
Amid concerns that the global sensation could be causing mysterious medical side effects.
Yeah, well, look at your handiwork. Shouldn't you be proud of yourself?
Where is Sebastian Sanger?
Throw it. Oh, fast.
You know, your friends destroyed my game.
Okay, why are you drinking when you have those powers?
So
Retribution for you refusing to call your daddy.
Don't worry.
I like that he's talking down to him because Sebastian really is acting like a child right now. Not that you should talk down to children, but you know what I'm saying.
Restored.
Childish reasoning.
Back on. We won.
Both wearing black now, huh? That's the code? That's the dress code now? Why are you giving this man more liquor? He's not handling it well as we speak. Okay, so she got out of the hospital and everything. So, your son was a flop.
When the time was right.
After what he's done to you, it will take more than that.
You asked to see me, Mother?
Oh, his ex. Sure.
Leave us.
But we all just came in here with the chant and we practiced for all... Damn it.
I would do anything for your son.
Would you?
I've always known that he was special. Since we first met.
Did
I
you?
could see it.
I was like, simping is really unattractive.
To complete his journey, my son needs someone to give of themselves.
I'm sorry, are you asking her to whore herself out for your boy?
I need a heart with unwavering devotion.
Oh, okay. We're talking literally. She wants you to die. All right.
Free to say no.
That's far less...
With anything.
Well, actually, they're both creepy, but honestly, the death part at least.
I'm honored that you chose me.
Oh, good. Bye.
My heart has belonged to your son since the day we first met.
Excellent. Yeah, even she's like...
So it shall.
Well, at least it was quick. Oh, her heart was made of powder. Could be problematic. Is what that? The heart stone. Is that what all rubies are? Someone's heart has been crushed. Glad it's not my birthstone. Okay, Tim, I hope you stay on task here and don't actually just deal with all these basic ass robbers. Nope, he just had to. He's been dying to be in the suit. Okay, Timmy. Okay. We've improved. I like to see the improvement. Uh-oh, person number 2, Timmy. Person number 2. It was going well until it wasn't. Okay, who saved your ass? Who saved Robin's ass? No, I don't think you need to fight this guy. I think we can safely say that's a no. Oh, hey, Jason! Looking the same. Looking really the same, actually. I forgot about the mask thing entirely, guys. It feels like 100 years ago.
I'm Robin.
Jason's like, no way, me too. Another life, though. Wonder what traumatic event's gonna happen to make you go dark and decide to ditch the whole Robin thing, too. Okay, we could have just pulled the SIM card, but you do you.
Do you think Tim's ready for that?
Not 2 donuts, Gar. Come on.
Dave thinks he is.
There's no protein, no fats, just simple carbs. Come on now.
I've been feeling a similar way, you know, like I just want to change.
Oh, Titans are ready to break up already? They just got back together at the beginning of this season.
I just feel like I'm standing.
I have to say, really fucking hurt.
Good.
Sorry.
Sorry it didn't last longer.
If you bring back your father, you'll get everything you ever wanted.
No. Trigon will eat you, spit out your bones, and then produce more bastard children. He does not care about you.
Meet me at the temple tonight.
What the hell was that? Can she lift it? Oh, guess she's got Trigon's blood in her. Ew. Why don't you blow it if you're so special? Oh, right, you're not.
So you spoke to Miss Anders? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, she's got superpowers.
But since Superboy's laser vision has a heat signature, I got a hit.
Oh,
Why didn't you tell us?
she asked us not to.
Miss Anders preferred that I keep that information to myself.
She's like, I'm about to beat that boy up myself because you know what? I'm tired and I hate his hair. Or lack thereof.
You don't understand. Brother Blood put my boyfriend in a coma.
He's like, how's that my problem?
You can crash here if you don't have plans. I mean, there's eggs, beer, cheese.
Weird combo.
Shimmer's been pulling off high-end heists all over Gotham. Sending ciphers as clues.
Tim's like, I love ciphers. Yay! This I can do.
Okay. L-E-I-D.
It's okay, Jason. Not everyone gets to be a genius. And we saw from last season especially that you're just not one of those people. Okay? You've got other strengths. Let's hold on to that. Yeah.
Where have you been?
We're all good. I've got a plan.
So have I.
I'm going back to my mummy.
I'm gonna get my powers back. Don't worry.
Why do you have that face, Connor? What did you think was going to happen? You should be applauding. Is this what you wanted, Mr. Mastermind?
I used to think that my game was the answer, but it's not.
Well, yeah, that was pretty obvious.
Maybe you're using me.
Well, that's true, too. Two things can be true.
Vengeance for your father.
She's trying to kill you.
No!
Why are you yelling? I'm right here, bro, and I have super hearing.
My mother loves me.
Oh, you're serious. Oh, how'd you get him? Oh, I guess he's kind of pissed off. That's true. We like defectors.
You like that thing?
Well,
You
you
actually
know,
use it?
a lot of men like to play with long poles.
Why don't we go a few rounds and I'll show you?
Okay. Honey, you do know that Jason was Robin for a long time, like more than 15 seconds? Okay. But, you know, it's been a while since you've had a spanking, so... Oh, thanks for coming out, though. We don't have to have black on black crime. Don't do it. Corey's your friend. She's not, but... Hi.
Got a minute?
You do now, because I got your throat. The fact that he doesn't even have a weapon should worry you, Tim, but okay.
You rely too much on your toys.
Mm-hmm. This ain't no simulation. You're gonna get hit.
Ready. One.
Yeah, I was like, I knew he was gonna come on way before 3. Really? Criminals don't tell you that, sir.
Get up.
But this is not bad. I do think that Tim kind of needed a little bit more contact training, though, because this is the real world, right? Criminals don't hold their punches. Hey, I'll give you this. You take a beating well, Timmy.
Connor broke off communication with me. His mission was to kill Sebastian and his mother, but he seems to switch sides. Two powerful young men who've never been fully appreciated for their extraordinary abilities. I've seen it before with legs.
Fully, oh God, we have to get into your soliloquy about how this unrequited love with a man who did not even see you?
Are you ready to kill Connor, too?
No one's killing Connor.
What? Why are you here?
You will be nothing.
Like your sister told
Just
you.
like the rest of you. You will be as Trigon cleanses Earth of all filth unfit to share in his glory.
Well, you don't have an eye anymore, so you don't get to be there. The hell was that? But your mother did tell you the truth about one thing. That power is yours.
I'm not nothing!
I thought we were doing this together.
Oh, really? Have we been doing anything together so far?
This ends with me.
Maybe not. You guys should see this.
No, I was having a deeply prophetic moment. You're ruining it.
Project Starfire.
Creep named a weapon after me?
No,
I
creep is
mean-
more than just your name.
I
From what I
mean,
read-
that just means that you're that glorious.
You'd be surprised what jealousy and a shit ton of money can do.
It wasn't jealousy.
It was.
He was determined to leave an enduring legacy.
Sounds like jealousy to me.
Yeah, definitely. Measuring.
Secret project lies.
And I can tell you right now, it's not as long. It's not as thick.
He can destroy it before we even get there.
What if he already has?
One step at a time.
Either way, Corey is the star of this, and she's gonna do what she gotta do.
Starfire.
What?
Good luck.
Mm-hmm. I zap her ass. Don't think we sisters right now, okay? Have to make sure you actually keep your word, because you shifty and shady. Talking about, oh, I like to look at myself so underrated. Shut up. Crazy. Dickmatized by a man that didn't even give you no dick. Did you just hit a girl? Tim! Wow. Wow. I can never see you the same. Balls! Balls!
You owe me a new laptop. The dustbuster I forget about because it was broken anyways.
You were watching and didn't help?
Of course.
Actually, you learn by doing,
Yeah.
not being coddled.
Facts. Like we saw last season, the throwing them into the fire thing kind of messed Jason up for life, so.
Thanks.
But I do think that Tim, yeah, does need a little bit of real world experience. And better to do it with some thugs in Gotham than, you know, demon dimension, blood warping psychos, you know.
Said, when he comes, it will rain heavenly suck.
Okay, whatever prayers you need to say, pal. A corkscrew. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't feel bad for you though, but ooh, wait. Ew. I mean, it's not like you haven't drank blood off of somebody before. You nasty. You nasty. Rachel never did that. That's how she's a superior child. Go ahead. Be the sucker you are. But also, you would think that he would have picked up some of his mom's power naturally, just genetically, but I guess we don't know how his mom ever got her original powers.
I can feel her power rise in me.
You sure? It's probably just your stomach trying to push out all that nastiness you just drank.
I got to meet the great grandmother.
Was that in your fucking bucket list?
Kinda, yeah.
Don't stroke the ego, please. It's too much already.
Drug ride home.
Free car? Yeah, this is the downside of you becoming a Robin that's not under Bruce Wayne. You don't get that big money. You don't get all the cash flow benefits that the other two did. Although clearly, Dick has a lot of money, but...
I'll be a better Robin than me.
Aww. That was sentimental of you. Why, just because he can figure out some Fibonacci sequences? I feel like you all have your strengths.
About 100 yards ahead is a storage room. Follow the steps up into the facility. I'll turn off the motion detectors.
What are you eating? Why is he eating nothing but sugar?
I'm on your side.
I don't believe you.
Let me talk to him.
Maybe the superpowered one should go. Just saying. Okay.
Could have asked for help. I needed to do it alone. I had to prove it.
Two.
Lex,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Dick.
That's great. I still don't trust
We
you.
can fix this. Together.
You trust me again?
No, I don't. But he will.
The truth is, we need you.
But truthfully as well, Dick has messed up a lot.
How do the others feel about that?
I mean, if he brought Jason back.
Dick?
He's in.
Corey's like, I still don't trust your ass yet. And I owe you a few spankings, so. I mean, you're a celebrity. I mean, like, I can't help it that I'm famous, guys. I can't help it. Like, look at this magnificence. I'd be obsessed with me too.
According to Lex's files, the engineering is complete, but it's lacking an energy source.
I was about to say, how is he going to get it if he's never actually been in contact with Corey's new powers?
So Lex wasn't keeping tabs on you to learn about your powers. He needed you.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, who doesn't?
That's my girl. That's what I tell you. Everyone's obsessed with you. Main character.
So wait, has this thing ever been tested?
What do you think? How have they tested? Did they have Corey to infuse it? So did he just leave Sebastian all bloody faced?
Okay. Once she's out of here, I'll activate the false nuclear containment shield in case something goes wrong. You ready?
I mean, I don't want my girl to go, but I'm just saying, I feel like the only surefire is the Starfire. You feel me? This lowly human brain thinks it doesn't even understand how Corey's power works. But anyways, let's hope it works for the case, for the sake of plot. You might have to two-hand this, Corey.
Pressure's at
This is our only chance. Secure level 60. Activate nuclear containment.
He's at 98!
You shouldn't have stopped me.
He could have been killed. How far did we get? 98.6%.
2%, Dick. 2%.
I really wish there was somebody else doing it. He's the only one that can get the orb close enough to Sebastian.
Gar, let's not forget that just a couple seasons ago you were ripping people apart. I mean, you were brainwashed, but still, we've all done some pretty bad stuff in this group, okay? Nobody's a saint, okay? We've all killed out of anger, brainwashing, Thursday, just... And I'm saying this is someone who's been Connor's biggest slanderer all season. Meanwhile, back at the dam, I'm just thinking, why did they not destroy this place? Y'all were alone in this place after they decided to go for the horn. You could have blown this place to oblivion. That's what you should have done. Instead, you leave the vat of blood intact. You deserve whatever happens, Titans, because that was just lazy.
What have you done?
Right back at you. Come on now. We're supposed to be mother and son. Why are we not getting together and hugging? Oh, thank you. Someone smart enough to take that bloody scepter. Can you break it? Please break it.
I'm taking what's mine.
Sebastian, no.
You never cared about me, did you?
Not really.
You were just using me.
Mm-hmm.
All I wanted was a family.
Oh, well, you had one with Rachel, and you said, no, I need to take care of her. She's my weakness.
Just like everyone else.
We? Who are you?
I won't let anyone take that away from me.
Even you, hag. Oh, man. Impaled. Oh, she got black blood. That was your creation, sis. You wanted him to be tougher, didn't you? You wanted him to be harder, didn't you? Okay. Oh, is she finally gone? Thank you, Lord. Oh. Ew. That's a different form of breastfeeding. I don't blame him though. Like, it's like I burnt you to hell once and I thought you was done and now you're back. So let me just make sure I finish it this time. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Why didn't you get him to break the horn first, though? That's what I would have done. Oh, he's still there. Was he supposed to still be there? I hope he just raises up with, you thought you just gave me a suntan. It didn't work. We're in episode 11. Come on up, Sebastian. I called it. And he got a suit? How did that even happen? Sorry.
My turn.
You deserve that, Connor. Sorry. I feel bad bad for you, but you've been asking for that all season.
Like it was subsumed before it could deal the killing blow.
Subsumed by...
It wasn't strong enough. I shut it off too soon.
What about Connor?
You never listen to Corey. Connor will be fine. And if he won't, well, you know. He got Superman. Your outfit's ridiculous. You would pick something this corny. I know it's comic book accurate, guys, but it is still corny. You should be familiar with this, Rachel. You and your daddy get a reunion, Rachel. It's gonna be like old times.
There's only one way to end this.
Like she said. But I appreciate you exhausting other options. And you still didn't tell you how you felt, huh? Okay, great. Go team. That's how we're gonna end it, guys. That is where we're at. Sebastian still here, horn blown, and some tower of weird black lightning hitting Earth. Doesn't feel ominous at all. Feels like we're winning. All right, guys, that was episode 11 of Titans season 4, and yeah, I guess the main thing we got is that Connor apparently has decided that being evil's not easy. It doesn't feel so good. You know, you gotta have to really detach yourself from any form of humanity, kindness, empathy, or connection to really ride that dark wave, because that's the thing that no one really notices with Lex, right? He had to genetically engineer a child because he literally cannot bring himself to be in a relationship with another human, right? Because he can't do that. Because the second he allows himself to actually be human to somebody else, he can't really do the evil, disgusting things that he did, right? So those are the kind of the footnotes that Connor just decided to skim right over. And you know, I get it. As I said a couple of episodes ago, you know, I go hard on him in the show. During the reaction, just because it's fun. But I do understand that he's going through a thing, right? They've all gone through their own personal crises and identity crises, and they've had their dark moments as they went through it. So this is just Connor's moment to go through his identity crisis, through his stuff, excuse me. And as we saw Dick say when he was, you know, when Connor was like, I understand if, you know, I can't be a Titan anymore, etc., etc. And Dick's like, this is what we do. Like, our group is not a typical superhero. We're not the Justice League. You know, we're not the Justice League. We're not the goody two-shoes gang, right? What did he say? We walk on the line of darkness. We teeter on it. We actually lean into it. But sometimes we lean a little too far and it pulls us in. But the point is we have each other to pull ourselves back from, you know, going too far. And it's true, right? The reason why Robin became Darkwing is because he didn't want to live up to the schoolboy kind of image anymore. He knew that for what he wanted to do and what he wanted to accomplish, he'd have to cross lines that Batman would not intrinsically agree with for him, even though Batman crosses that line a lot himself. But yeah, he's not a Superman, right? He's like, I'm not Superman. I'm not going to be some altruistic, virtuous paragon of honesty, like, or a paragon of, I shouldn't say honesty, paragon of goodness, I guess you could say. So anyways, I just thought, you know, that was kind of an interesting conversation between him and Connor. You know, we saw when Connor was in the bathroom, you know, kind of washing his face, because I don't think he thought that Sebastian was just going to start drinking out of somebody's arm like it was like a Slurpee or something, right? But dude, like Sebastian, what everyone fails to realize this season is that nobody knows Sebastian. Nobody knows this kid. His mom thought she knew him. Rachel thought she knew him. Corey thought she knew him. Connor, like, nobody knows him, and nobody actually sits down and talks to this kid to find out what he's really about. They just assume, because of the demeanor that they saw and the life that he lived, that they know him. And they don't. No one knows who anyone truly is. But beyond that, in this case, they knew Sebastian for what, a week? Not even. It's like, you don't know this kid. You don't know his inner thoughts, his inner demons, his inner desires. And no one really took time to try to get to know this kid. I feel like maybe, and it's a big maybe, there might have been a chance at trying to reel him back if anyone had actually talked to him and tried to get to know him. And that was Rachel. Rachel was trying to do that, but obviously with this whole Red Moon time thing, she didn't have a lot of time to do it. But other than that, everyone just kind of assumed that they knew what Sebastian would be like or what he'd want, and no one really knew. And that's why Sebastian is where we are. His mom, the one true thing she did say about him is that he does get off on the adulation and on the servitude and on people feeding his ego. But that all comes back to, of course, his self-esteem, the fact that he doesn't feel worthy. He kept saying, I'm not nothing, I'm not nothing, I'm not nothing. No one said he was nothing, except for, well, his mother, when she was mad at him, and whoever that minion guy was. I'm glad he's gone too. But anyway. But truthfully, no one else has ever said that this man was nothing. That was an assumption he made. That was his deepest, darkest fears that he decided to feed into and turn into this massive thing. Because even if his father showed up, it's true, he wouldn't necessarily be at the significance of Trigon, but assuming Trigon let him live, he'd still be a damn powerful guy. Like, he'd still be able to do a lot. And I think as long as he didn't mess with Trigon would let him do whatever he wanted. You know what I'm saying? But again, it came down to the fact that Sebastian has to seek external validation. He needed that, and the idea that he has to share the spotlight just didn't appeal to him. And that's why he was more against the bringing in of Trigon. Not even so much the fact that this thing was evil and was going to like destroy the earth. That didn't even bother him. He was just like, but they won't want to worship me. So that's a problem. So anyway, now I feel like the true Sebastian has come out for the most part. I don't think he's a terrible person. Even despite everything we've seen, I don't think he's a terrible person. But when you are someone who so desperately wants people to, so desperately seeks validation from others, it's exactly like they said in the episodes, the depths of depravity that you will go to get what you think you deserve is endless. And that's exactly it. That's the one thing that Lex's minion got right, was that Lex absolutely had that inferiority complex. Now, of course, she said, oh, he was underappreciated. No. Lex has an inferiority complex. He has self-esteem issues. And that's why he kept holding a measuring stick up to Superman when Superman didn't even know or care who he was. Superman was just trying to live his life. But Lex felt the need to try to measure up to him. And then because he couldn't in some respects, he had to go ahead and get jealous and envious and then make it his life's mission to surpass him and again, he couldn't even. It was never surpassing based on his own ability. It had to be by taking Superman down. And whenever you got to take everybody else down so that you can be up, that's where the problem exists. That tells us all we need to know about you. It means you never really had it in the first place. So anyways, that's all said and done. Sebastian was able to steal power from his mother. And again, as I said in the episode, Mother Mayhem did have powers before she decided to join the cult. So they never really talked much about that outside of the background episode, but I guess he was able to absorb that. But like I said, it's weird to me that he didn't inherit it, but that could have been because of Trigon's blood. I don't know. But anyhow, we see that he finally took her out once and for all, which, I mean, good riddance. Because it's true. She never really cared about that kid. And I love that in his thing when he was like, oh, you never really cared about me. You were using me. She never denied it. Do you notice that? She never said that's not true. She just said that the Titans are using you too. Right? Which, I mean, I'm like, thank you. Thank you for finally admitting the fact that he was just a conduit for you. Right? Just like Rachel's mom. Like, she's like, yeah, I tried to pretend to care about you, but really it's all about this weird otherworldly demon guy. So anyhow, glad she's out of the way. That's one less villain to deal with for the finale. But the other part of the episode that they focus a lot on, I mean, it was called Project Starfire, but really, again, it wasn't really about Starfire, and I should have known better. This show since the beginning has had issues with actually delving into characters that they say they're going to delve into. Because even I think in season 2, they had an episode that had Starfire's name or some twist on her name in the episode, and it spent maybe 10 minutes of the episode on her and the rest was on other stuff. So I was like, why do you keep lying to us? Meanwhile, though, if it's an episode about Dick or about Rachel, we get full background story and whole thing. But if it's Corey or Gar, crickets. But anyhow, what we did get was that Corey's blue light is the key to this whole thing, which has been hinted at all season long. But of course, we know that the prophecy says that if she uses it, she's going to have to go all out. And if that happens, she's going to burn up. Much like that ball thing, that Project Starfire that Lex created. Yeah, it might be able to do what he thought it could do. But again, once it was done, it was a one and done, right? Like it would basically deconstruct. And it was interesting because Connor was like, I can't destroy it in its form before it was charged. So that means that whatever was coming out from that blue light was so powerful that it destroyed something that even Superboy couldn't destroy, and most likely Superman either. So it gives you an idea of how powerful Corey is. And we saw that the whole episode, Corey's like, she's been having dreams. I mean, like I said, all we see is that blue light behind what looks like a giant seal. And my interpretation of that is that she's holding back and that she's been trying to hold it back, but she's walking up to it and realizing she's going to have to break the seal. And we know that from earlier in the season, they said that she's not even at 100% of her capacity yet, but they're scared if she reaches it that it's going to be unstable. But again, these are feeble humans that really don't know anything about her DNA or how things work. So I'm only going to take that with a grain of salt. Anyhow, we find out that she's kind of going off on her own and trying to like handle this on her own. And Dick gets mad at her and basically says, look, we're a team. You can't go off on your own, which is rich coming from him, but digressing. He's like, you're not going to go and like blow yourself up for this. But she's like, there is no other way. Like, the prophecy is clear. We've tried other alternatives. Every time we try to go sideways of the way that this prophecy says, not only does it not work, but something bad happens. Like, you know, Sebastian gets stronger or more people die, and I'm tired of being like, let me just do what I gotta do. Like, I gotta do this. And of course, Dick's like, no. Like, and the thing is, she's like, would you, if you were in my place, would you not do the same? And he lies and says, no, I want people to point out alternative routes. No, you wouldn't, Dick. You would go all kamikaze like you have in the past and do it on your own. So you doing this is hypocritical, which is why even Corey ain't buying it. But anyways, I appreciate where he's coming from. He doesn't want to lose her. He loves her, which he's not yet expressed. And we had at the beginning of the episode when they could have had a moment to talk about their feelings. But of course, no, we're going to have to wait to the finale, I guess. And even then, I don't have a lot of hope. But anyways, so yes, he just basically is like, we got to find another way. And this is how they found out about Project Starfire. But of course, it's not going to work. Because the first thing I thought was, did Lex even have access to Corey's powers as blue light? When did he even interact with her powers? Not one time. So how would he even know if this is going to work? There's no way for him to test it without Corey. So I'm glad they pointed that out. And of course, even though he created this thing, which was ingenious in its own way, he doesn't fully understand Corey's power. And again, this thing would only be able to hold a subset of her power. As we saw, it got charged to a certain point and it could barely handle 98%. And she wasn't even given it, let's be real. So if it couldn't handle that, then you need an infinite source, right? You need more. And that's why you need Corey, because she's the source of this power. So anyway, pretty clear it was going to fail. Also, besides the fact that it was only episode 11, it was pretty obvious it was going to fail. But it comes down to the fact that, you know, everything this season is pointed to the fact that Corey has to be the one to take out Brother Blood. And I'm wondering if it has to come down to actually taking him out all the way. But it's feeling like that since Sebastian now has decided to blow the horn. But I believe that he wasn't going to do it until Connor threw the ball. Right, because remember one of the last things his mom said was that you don't have anybody on your side, basically. Like, the Titans are using you, I'm using you. Who do you got? And he said all he wanted is a family. So Rachel, she severed her connection to him. Trigon's technically all he's got left, right? He's been isolated. So in his mind. So yeah, if he's deciding to stand beside Daddy, the only way that he's going to serve, you know, the only way that they have is, you know, Rachel's going to have to take them both out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Trigon is going to remind him almost immediately that he's nothing. And that maybe we might have a situation where he will have to fight alongside the Titans just to take out his dad. But that doesn't mean that he's going to necessarily be their friend going forward. He just might end up being one of those baddies that just kind of does his own thing in his own place. But I don't know much about his character in the comics, so I don't know exactly how that works. But I don't know. They keep trying to play up Sebastian's soft side. So I'm not willing to believe that they're willing to just erase him just yet. But we're going to have to wait and find out. And we only have one more episode, so we're going to find out pretty quickly. So yeah, this is an interesting episode. I think we finally moved a lot of things forward. But like I said, a little disappointing that we didn't get as much about Corey and even Corey and Dick as I would have expected with the episode title. But so be it. So be it. We're just going to have to hope that the finale is able to deliver some of the answers and some of the moments we've been looking for. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.